My neighbor's dog ruined my sleep, so I used it to ruin his. I live in a duplex, thin walls, thinner patience. My neighbor Doug works night shifts at a distribution warehouse, gets home around 6 a.m., sleeps most of the day. His dog, a German Shepherd named Diesel, stays in the backyard all night while he's gone. And every single night, right around midnight, Diesel starts barking. Not a normal bark either. Deep, echoing, chest-rattling barks, like he's announcing an invasion. It goes until almost 3 a.m. some nights. My bedroom wall backs right up to that yard. I could hear every bark like it was inside my room. I tried earplugs. I tried a white noise machine turned up so loud it gave me a headache. Nothing worked. I was getting maybe 4 hours of broken sleep a night, and it was wrecking me at my job. I was making mistakes, snapping at coworkers, falling asleep at my desk during lunch. So I knocked on Doug's door on a Saturday afternoon, caught him right as he was waking up. I kept it polite, told him the barking was keeping me up most nights, and asked if he could bring Diesel inside overnight. He rubbed his eyes, gave me this little smirk, and said, "He's just doing his job." Like that was supposed to mean something. I asked what job that was exactly, since we live in a quiet neighborhood with no break-ins in years. He just shrugged and shut the door. I gave it a week, hoping maybe he'd think about it. Nothing changed. If anything, the barking got worse, like Diesel had found a raccoon root through the yard and was determined to guard against it every night. I knocked again, this time in the evening before his shift. Same guy, same smirk. "He's just doing his job, man. Dogs bark." He said it like I was the unreasonable one for wanting to sleep. That's when I stopped asking. I bought a cheap voice recorder off Amazon, the kind people use for lectures, and set it on my windowsill facing the yard. That night, I let it run from midnight to 3. In the morning, I listened back. It was worse hearing it played straight through, no gaps, just wall-to-wall barking for almost 3 hours. I saved the file to my phone and trimmed it down to the loudest, most relentless 20 minutes. I also bought a Bluetooth speaker, nothing fancy, but loud enough to fill a room. I knew Doug's schedule by then almost as well as my own, since I'd been forced to learn it. He clocked out at 5:40, drove home, and was usually walking through his door by 6:10. He'd shower, eat something, and be asleep by 7. That gave me a window. The next morning, I woke up at 5:45, made coffee, and waited by my window. At 6:12, I heard his car pull into the driveway. I gave him 10 minutes to get inside and settled. Then I set the speaker against the wall we share, the same wall Diesel's barking had been drilling through for weeks, and hit play. Full volume. 20 straight minutes of his own dog's barking, echoing right back into his bedroom at the exact moment he was trying to fall asleep after a 10-hour shift. I didn't yell anything. I didn't leave a note. I just played it and went about my morning like nothing happened. I did the same thing the next day. Same time, same volume, same 20 minutes. On the second morning, I heard him get up partway through and stomp around his side of the wall, muttering something I couldn't make out. He didn't knock on my door, though. I think some part of him already knew exactly what this was and why. On the third day, I didn't need the speaker. That evening, before his shift even started, I watched from my kitchen window as Doug walked into the backyard, clipped a leash on Diesel, and brought him inside the house. He glanced over at my window once. I just sipped my coffee and looked back at him. That night, for the first time in over a month, my bedroom was silent. I actually slept through until my alarm went off, which hadn't happened in weeks. I kept waiting for the barking to start back up once he figured I'd stop playing the recordings, but it never did. Diesel stayed inside every night after that. I never heard so much as a whimper through that wall again. A few days later, I ran into Doug taking out his trash. He didn't bring up the dog, didn't bring up the mornings, didn't apologize. He just gave me a short nod and went back inside without a word. I nodded back. Neither of us needed to say anything. He knew exactly what I'd done, and he knew exactly why it worked.